Just turned up in South Kensington for the UKIP march. They are just over there, behind the cars. What's the lady I was with? I was with some... Oh, there she is. We're travelling up here because the central line's closed. So we're travelling up here with this Russian lady there in the light blue. Luckily she knows her way around London better than me. Definitely more people here with cameras than marchers. Look at them.
We're getting ready to rock and roll.
Are you happy, mate? Yeah. Instructions, Patriots.
Come on, Nick. Patriots, raise the flags! Come on! How much do you love this country?
Just say move, I do understand English. Don't put your hands on me.
If you're security or media, you need to step back and out the way.
Can you step back, please?
No,
Do you think that's right? No! That's it, it isn't right. And that's what the police do. But the thing is, you don't realise how strong I am. And that's why I'm here today, making my voice loud. Because if you can't see me, then I'll make sure that you can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're not allowed to say the word Islamist.
According to that policewoman over there, she said that we're not allowed to say Islamist because it's racist.
Islam's not even a race.
Yeah.
I could be able to.
Islam's not a race.
Yeah.
Islam's not a race. Come on, guys.
So apparently that's what she said.
Oh, yeah,
so she came along to bully me. That's, yeah.
Are we not allowed to say the word Islamist?
Yeah.
I never said that.
According to her, it's racist
It's
to
all
say the word
live streams, so if you rewind it, you can see.
If you stand against Islamism, then you're not allowed to, which is why we're all out today. Because we're fed up, we've been told what we can and can't say.
Yeah, Jackson Media.
I saw you up at Tommy's Mark.
Oh, yeah, I always go to it.
I told you, I just bumped into my brother.
I've been to a few since then. What?
No one's going to pass this line if you're media, okay? There's no point trying to pass.
Citizens of Knightsbridge, whether you are a tourist enjoying your holiday, we'll give you a memory to remember forever. This is the day you saw the purple tidal wave, the UKIP march through Arab-occupied Knightsbridge, where we say and we extend our hand, reject the Islamic Caliphate, reject radical Islam, reject illegal immigrants, stand with us, and we can live side by side in peace. It is time to declare war on Islamofascism. accusations of the invaders. No one in their right mind.
Pass the media line, please, mate, like everyone else has been told in media, okay? Thank you very much.
No one could refuse our kindness unless it was taken to words. No one.
Is you in Scotland? Nah.
Citizens of Knightsbridge, residents, holiday makers, there is not one part of Britain which has not been attempted to be taken over. There is not one part of Britain that has not been attempted to take over or to subvert our culture. We are sick of it. We have had enough.
I just entered Hyde Park, down the bottom end. Queen Mum's Gates, I believe they are. There's an awful lot of police vans there, but all the way I've been walking, there's been absolutely loads. Seems far more than for the small contingent that are in the UKIP march. But I expect there's going to be a lot of agitators. I just saw a tally flag. There you go, over the back there. So they're milling around. I think I've seen talking to the cops. I think it's probably going to piss off. So I think the UKIP lot are going to walk up through here possibly. I don't think they got the road because it means they've got to close the road. So it's probably better for them to get them to walk through the park. They're all just down through there. You can see the blue flashing lights underneath the arches there. They're just to the right hand side. They've all been made to stop to let the traffic go. Look at it. Goes everywhere. Rubber on turnout. Alright, I'm going to take a leisurely walk up through Hyde Park up to Speaker's Corner and see what's up there ready to greet them all. Over and out. Well, I've made it up to Speaker's Corner and obviously it's not Sunday, so there's barely anyone here. I imagine I'm probably about half hour before the UKIP lot get here. That seems to be the only thing that's going on. With health. Why not? Yeah. No idea, I'll have a read though, I'll find myself a bench.
Okay, cool. We're a group of Christians.
Yeah.
We're talking about healing streams, healing to the world. Jesus Christ is healing people.
Okay, yeah, I'll go along with that.
Have a look, read it, and then yeah.
I will. Thank you, my man. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right, now all I need to do is find myself a nice bench somewhere in the sun, and they don't put any benches here. I suppose they want anyone sitting down. I fancy sitting on the ground because it's still a bit wet. I'm going to have a read of this. They've arrived.
I can remember that. Are you from China to like I've got to get our country back. We're going without you. How many more times have we guys got our nation gaslit and manipulated by these far left extremists? It's enough!
God bless you all, thank you, I love you. We're at the end of that march, so let's just a few more yards and then we'll assemble in the square, I think.
Home street, our street! Home street, our street! Home street, our street! Home street, our street! Our street!
Hill Street. Hill Street. Hill Street. Hill Street. Hill Street. Hill Street. Hill Street.
Off our street! Who's the scum? Off our street! Who's the scum? Off our street! Communist scum! 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 Off our street! Islamic scum! Off our street! Islamic scum! Off our street! Communist scum! Off our street! Communist scum! Off our street! Terrorist scum! Off our streets! Terrorist scum! Off our streets! Deportation! Deportation!
Tell the nation.
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 Deportation!
Tell the nation. Right, if you're holding the banner, if you guys turn it around now, so this right side, if you spin it around this way, and you guys turn around that way. So we want it, yeah, that's it.
Hold on to the left there.
And if you guys check yourself into the corner, keep going round, keep moving around, guys. So we want the crowd over here, please. I want the crowd over there. Keep moving back, boys.
Can we move back so we get the place, please? Come on, move back.
So everyone who's currently behind the banner needs to be on the other side. Everyone behind the banner needs to be in front of the banner.
Mark, let's get everyone pushed back again, mate. Right, let's go, guys. Got to move back a bit, guys. Back, please. None of you are going to get good footage if you're so close. So close. I've got to move back, back. Everyone get a good view. Everyone back. Everyone back, please. Everyone get like a half circle, yeah?
If you're behind the banner and you're not security, if you've got a flag in your hand, you can stay, but otherwise can you go on this side?
Everyone on this side of the banner, if you're not security, please. Go fast, down the
I don't know which one these are doing security or not. I'm doing something.
If you've got if you've got a UKIP flag in your hand, then I want you this side of the banner with me. If you don't, then you go the other side. Hello, my friend. We're taking our country back. We're taking our country back. We're taking Hampshire back as well. If you've got a cross in your hand, stay here. If I could get the 3 crosses here. If you guys could, can you get a 3 cross line there? Right. If you've got a UKIP flag, back here with me. If you don't, over there. You got a UKIP flag? Guys, can you get that side of the banner for me? Good. Now.
Yeah, you will be. Not check. How to face there. It's going to be a UKIP flag. If they don't have a UKIP flag, then that's one line of 10 UKIP flags.
This side of the banner, guys, we haven't got a UKIP flag.
Where's the Queen?
Getting everyone organised, getting all the flags behind him for the visuals. Unfortunately, there's
If you're this side of the banner, guys, see where my hand's pointing? If you're this side of the banner, I need you that side of the banner. Unless you've got a UKIP flag. Can you go on this side?
it's quite a scrum.
No, I'm not. I know.
There we go. Next to press me, don't put it in widescreen.
Media, can we push back a little bit?
Everyone back a bit, please! Everyone back a bit,
Give me
please!
some space!
Excuse me, everyone back a bit, please! Everyone a couple steps back! Move back, please! Everyone back!
Back, guys! Couple of steps back, please,
Move back, and you, CP, you're noisy.
Media, move back for us, please. Make that gap for us. Thank you very much. We'll get your shot. You'll get your chance for a shot.
You all get a chance to have a shot. We just move back 3 steps this side for us. 3 steps.
3 steps that way, guys. Don't get any footage. Get back a bit, lads, please.
Everyone in line with reset! Everyone back a little bit, please! Everyone on this side, back a little bit, please! Hello? Does anyone here understand this, please? Really not? Hello, you're a nightmare, you are. Let's respect you. I'll do my job.
Let's do these minors.
You do one. We're all trying to bring everyone back.
Step away.
He just wanted to look at me and ignore me.
That's good, anyway. We've got one.
We're doing him.
Just hold that line.
Kevin.
Get back! Get back!
That's good, man. We've sold that line.
That's right. Stand in line for UKIP flag. Everyone stand in line for UKIP flag.
No one to listen to us. Such storming us. That's the only way to describe it.
Media, if you go back a bit more, we'll pull you forward when the time comes. Back up, people, please. Take a step back.
Yeah, for that, mate.
I thought we'd be a pain, mate. Sorry. You know, you just need my alarm before you tell a fucking that lot to get back.
And obviously today, without your loyal support, your hard work and graft. So thank you. Can you please put your hands together for yourselves and your fellow brothers and sisters? Right, all I'm here, it's just housekeeping from me, and I've got another job today, but I'm here for one thing and one thing only, really. And that really is to introduce the main man, our next speaker. I'm doing it. And the next Prime Minister of this great country. Ladies and gentlemen, can I introduce to you Mr. Nick Tenconi. In the streets? Now, that sun is going to do me the world of good during this speech, just piercing through my skull there. Bless you, I love you all, you're amazing. You all know your history. The army will be small at street level, but that's actually the way we want it. You don't know what you've achieved today, patriots, trust me, but you will. What you've done today, where we've started, where we're finished, and indeed our message, you have made history. You might not know it now. You're used to seeing great big, when it comes to patriotism, great big huge crowds. True, he is. It's very true, he is. He's a massive, but communists tend to be. Now, patriots, this is a historic address. I think that you will agree with me. So can I ask you, bearing in mind there are a lot of influencers here and journalists, media interviews afterwards, can I ask you to bear with me during this speech? If you like something, tell the cameras that you like it. I'm going to need you to bear with me, guys, okay, on this? So stay with me. Try not to have too many conversations by yourself, because it breaks my concentration. It's a long one, but it's an important one. There's a reason why we're stood here today. The reason why we're stood here today is the disastrous decision by the Metropolitan Police to ban Christians and patriots from marching through Whitechapel, despite police liaison since August. This has sparked nationwide fury, and rightly so. Law enforcement has declared Whitechapel a no-go Islamist zone, and they have given in to the demands of the terrorists. Be under no illusion, communists and Islamists are terrorists. The unholy alliance of communism and Islamism present a threat so very fierce that law enforcement strategy is now based on their will and not on impartiality. The public can be at no greater risk when the public mistrusts the police. For years we have seen communists and Islamists do whatever they like, no matter how much offence is caused to the public or what laws are broken. Perhaps the gravest crime of all here is that despite offering my hand in peace to the residents of Whitechapel, they have rejected my anti-extremism, anti-caliphate, anti-Islamism message. They have said they do not want a patriotic, Christian, anti-extremist march through Tower Hamlets. What does this say about their mindsets? What kind of people stand against our message of Christianity, unity, safety, love, and British values? Islamophobia is a word created by fascists, used by cowards to manipulate morons. Galatians chapter 5, verse 1. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery. Patriots, what this means is that we are commanded to have faith in the Lord. We are not concerned with extremists who dare try and manipulate us, and that instead we are to stand steadfast in our faith. For if God is with us, who can be against us? I will remind you, our central message is a message of love. We are commanded to love. So now, patriots, the problem with our message of unity is that our enemies have now accepted to refuse our hand. It is now time for Old Testament justice. We must obey the Father as we are repeatedly told over the centuries. We are being tested, patriots. Love, yes. Cowardice, no. Our enemies are the communists and the Islamists. And as ever, I will tell you the truth. Our enemy is also radical secularism and radical centrism. Indeed, liberalism is one of the most dangerous, most poisonous, most extremist ideologies. We, however, will be victorious despite this. We will save Britain, patriots. We will reinstate Christianity back into the heart of government, and we will glorify the one true God of the one true faith. We will submit to our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ, and if we must shed our blood for the protection of our women and children, for the church and for our faith, then so be it. My brothers and sisters, I say we unite. I say we put all theological and doctrinal differences aside. I say we fight against Islamofascism. I say we destroy Islamofascism. I say we fight and destroy the unholy alliance. I say we persecute and remove communists and Nazis from Britain. I will remind you, communists and Nazis are one and the same thing. Our opponents dare call us Nazis. Their tactics, patriots, are absolutely despicable. It is time for the 9th Crusade. It is time for courage. It is time for justice. I want every single invader, Islamist and communist deported from Britain. Let us discuss community tensions. Let us discuss two-tier policing. Let us discuss no-go zones. Let us discuss the pro-Pally mob. Let us discuss Jewish concerns and Jewish communities. Let us discuss Christian concerns and Christian communities. Let us discuss patriotic concerns and patriotic communities. What about them? So the police can cancel disruptive protests. So if Jews had threatened to kick off, they could have stopped 2 years of marches calling for their death. What's offensive about mass deportations and anti-extremism anyway? We have Islamist hate spouted on our streets most weekends. Yet they have been allowed to carry on, seemingly with joy. People have a right to peacefully protest to demand mass deportations. The threat of disorder in diverse communities is now being used to restrict our democratic rights. Indeed, citizens, you do see by now, don't you? It is the fascism of diversity versus democracy. This is the language that socially conservative political leaders should be using. It is fascism, diversity versus democracy. For 2 years, the terrorist sympathisers have had marches. They've had marches galore calling for Israel to be destroyed and to be decolonised, indeed to decolonise the country of Israel. And we have seen endless support for Hamas and endless anti-Semitism and much more. Police keep telling us they have no powers to stop it. Yet, when it came to our march, they could stop it effortlessly. This is two-tier policing, and it's two-tier policing at its worst. Places with large Muslim communities are beyond police control. Clearly, anyone who wants to hold a gathering has to get the neighbourhood imam's permission. Let me be even more frank, as we have seen with the rape genocide of Britain. Law enforcement in Britain is afraid of large Islamist communities. We have seen this countless times. The police simply do not want to deal with these conclaves and with these tribes, because they have made it so very clear that they are happy to terrorise, they are happy to martyr themselves, they are happy to flex, to intimidate, to dominate. They are happy to prove that they have no respect for Western laws and for British law and order, and the police know this. The Islamists also know that the police feel this. So, what happens next? both law enforcement and the government pander to and continue to court the extremist leaders and large Islamist conclaves who are here to outbreed and spread the Islamic Caliphate. And that's it. That's it, patriots. That's their plan. They have no plan, nor does the government. We will have to look our grandchildren, patriots, in the eye one day when they ask, why did we not do something? And we will have to answer to them, and we will have to answer to God for our indifference. I will remind you, patriots, Syrian, Iranian, Lebanese and diasporas from across the world who have fled the Islamic Republic have ended up in a Christian country that's in the process of being taken over by Islamists. Law enforcement refuse to stop pro-Palestine Jew hate marches every week, but will happily ban UKIP's protest as a certain community has been caused offence. It is two-tier policing, but it is two-tier policing out of fear. Apparently, calling for mass deportations is a community concern, but calling for mass murder, glorifying terrorism and anti-Semitic signs and chants is not. My brothers and sisters, for those who do not already know, peace is achieved through strength. It is not achieved through tolerance, and it is not achieved through cowardice. We must liberate Britain and all its inhabitants, including law-abiding Muslims, from the vile, evil clutches of communism and Islamofascism. We have previously lacked leadership, but not anymore. Christians, conservatives, patriots have no single unit point of command on the right. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be registered to vote. You will join the crusade. You will stand with me in taking our country back. And together we will achieve justice for Britain. We will be victorious and we will take our country back, for this is the 9th crusade. Let me ask you politically, what does more of the same mean? It means more liberalism, it means more corruption, it means more weakness, it means more cowardice, it means more uni-party rule, and it means more godlessness. Indeed, I do ask you, what does more of the same mean? It means the Islamic Caliphate will win. That's what more of the same means. If you have still not understood that this battle is one which must be faced, and that this is a holy battle, and that this is the 9th crusade, you are deluded. Critiquing threats from Islamism and the communist long march through the institutions, calling out demographic shifts. This isn't violent or hate speech, patriots. It's factual discourse on real dangers, not incitement. The reason why our opponents slander and smear us is not only because they are evil and twisted, but because we do not defend ourselves. For so very long, migrants and those who despise us have mistaken our kindness for weakness. And to that I say, let us finally show these people who and what we really are and what we really stand for. We are going to restore national pride. We are going to remember who we are, as we have forgotten so gravely where we are, have come from and who we are. Liberal ideas and values have indeed infected our minds, our homes, our families, and worst of all, the church. We will never forget our commandment to love our enemies, but nowhere does it say that we are to be tolerant of evil. We must liberate our fellow citizens from liberalism from Islamism and from far-left extremism. Our crusade is to liberate Britain from injustice. I believe it is with God's grace that we shall be victorious in liberating our oppressed brothers and sisters and all those captured by communism and Islamism. I say it is not an abhorrent act, but an act of love to punish those who dare try and subvert our culture, our values, our faith, and our way of life. St. Francis de Sales said this: "The enemy surrounds us, and we shall perish unless we fight. If we really fight, we are given assurance of victory." Islam isn't a race. Islamophobia isn't a real word. Matthew chapter 7 verse 15, "Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves." Of the 45,000 people on MI5's terror watch list, over 90% are Islamists. That's larger than the entire size of Hamas on October 7th. And it is larger than the ISIS army that launched its Iraq offensive in 2014. It's half the size of the full-time British army. By 2050, Islamists on MI5's terror watch list could be larger than the British Army Patriots. If those stats aren't alarming enough, polling shows that at least 9% of UK Muslims admit to being jihadis, extremists or supporters of terrorism. 9% of the UK Muslim population is 350,000 to 400,000 people. As the Muslim population rises, these figures could double in the next 2 decades. Yes, of course, many Muslims are well adjusted and integrated, and that's to be celebrated. But we must not pretend, as our political and media class pretend, that extremist views are only held by a tiny fringe minority. A sizable percentage, hundreds of thousands or more, hold views, attitudes and beliefs that are abhorrent to our society and our way of life. Our politicians cannot keep their heads in the sand. The first duty of any state is to protect its people, its territory, its interests from both external and internal threats. The government's commitment to increase defence spending 2.5% to 5% GDP shows it recognises the growing threats we face from abroad. But I would argue the domestic threat to national security is at least as great as any external threat. Indeed, based on population growth projections, the domestic threat may be far greater. The illegal invasion is made up of 90% Muslim fighting age males. There is a suspected 1.2 million on our land. Those are the numbers they've given us, so it is likely to be many more. We have no idea how radical and deranged these people are. To put it bluntly, unless action is taken soon, we are facing a migration time bomb, yet Labour refuses to acknowledge any of this. I cannot think of a more serious dereliction of duty in my lifetime. UK Muslims, ladies and gentlemen, are 6.5% of the population, but Islamists are responsible for 97% of terror deaths since 2000, 90% of MI5's terror watch list, 75% of terror threats, 84% of child gang rapes, 18% of prisoners, 6,000 female genitalia mutilations per year, 1.5 times on the birth rate defect, 48.6% of 16 to 64-year-olds are not employed, 27% are on social housing. Oh, and for the communists, for the communists and for the footage. Just like the Nazis in the Unholy Alliance, in bed with the Islamists, jihadis don't like unbelievers. They don't like polytheists. And since communism and atheism go hand in hand, if they ever get power, they will behead all of you. So best of luck in your little Unholy Alliance. The Manchester synagogue terrorist, he was on police bail, patriots. He was on police bail for an alleged rape at the time of the attack. The 2017 Manchester Arena attack was committed by Islamist psychopaths Salman Abedi and Hasham Abedi, killing 22. The 7/7 bombings were carried out by Islamist terrorists Shihzad Tanweer and Mohammed Sadiq Khan. Jermaine Lindsay Hasib Hussein, murdering 52 people and injuring 800. In Reading, in 2020, Kahari Sadala murdered 3 people in a random, unprovoked Islamist terror attack. In 2013, Lee Rigby was brutally murdered by Islamist terrorists Michael Adibalaggio and Michael Adibawali in London. A suspected 1 million British native girls have been groomed and raped by predominantly Pakistani paedophile rape gangs. Of the 44,000 terrorist attacks since 9/11, ladies and gentlemen, 90% have been claimed by radical Islam. There are an estimated 40,500 Islamists on MI5's terror watch list. There are 2,179 mosques in the United Kingdom. That's 18 Islamists for every mosque. There are 80 prescribed terrorist organisations in Britain. 57 of them, 57, 70% of the prescribed terrorist groups in the UK are Islamist. Muslims make up 6% of the population, but make up 18% of prison inmates. There are roughly 100 Sharia law courts operating in Britain. It is time to wake up to the fact that this country needs a wartime leader, and one who has the balls to declare war on religious extremism and begin mass deportations of the Islamists. No more pandering, no more appeasement, no more surrender. Now is the time to cut out the rot and send them home, patriots. In 2024, the Golders Green kosher supermarket knife man was spared jail. In August, ex-Labour councillor Ricky Jones was found not guilty after calling for Conservative throats to be slit. Recently, Musa Qadri, the Islamist psychopath knife man who slashed at and attacked someone for burning a Quran in London, was spared jail. Is it any wonder that the terrorists feel emboldened to attack people with knives, to slash, to cut, and to behead? Two-tier justice has consequences. Those consequences are going to be regretted by British law enforcement forever, and the British public now refuses to not look back in anger. Islamofascism and communism is the #1 direct threat to national security in 2025, and we must destroy it. I will ban and prescribe the Muslim Brotherhood. Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and several other majority Muslim countries have already banned this transnational extremist Islamist group. I will begin the defunding of the Islamic Caliphate in Britain. I will have the mosques which harbour Islamist hate preachers raided. I will have them closed and destroyed. I will deport the 40,000 Islamists on MI5's terror watch list. I will ban cousin marriages. I will ban halal slaughter. I will deport the Islamists subscribed to prescribed terrorist organisations. I will detain and deport all Islamists and proponents. I will detain all Islamists. Stay with me, guys.
Troublemakers over there.
Stay with me, guys. I will detain and deport all Islamists and proponents of the Islamic Caliphate. I will declare war on Islamofascism and the Islamist net receivers burdening the taxpayer. Now, get them. I'm only joking. They send down the mouthy ones. They send down the mouthy ones to try and intimidate. It's okay. They're going home. In closing, a word to the moderates. I am concerned with the behaviour of the moderates and what's referred to as standard Islamic narrative, also known as sin. I am concerned with the moderates getting into bed with the communists and forming the unholy alliance. I am concerned with the culture of victimhood and placing blame, showcased constantly within the Islamic community. I am concerned that whenever Islam wants to, it can defend itself in any way it sees fit and get away with it. I am concerned with the deathly silence from the moderate community after every Islamist terror attack and terror atrocity. I am concerned about the breeding rates propped up by the taxpayer welfare. I am concerned about the drive for Islamic blasphemy laws being pushed not just by Islamists but by the moderates also. I am so very concerned that when mobs, rape gangs, battalions of Islamists are formed, the moderates simply seem to fall into line. I am concerned that no matter how much I extend my hand to the moderates, they return my kindness by calling me a racist, by calling me a Nazi, and by calling me a fascist. I am so very concerned that whenever two-tier policing and justice in favour of Islamism occurs, the moderates do not seem outraged. And they should be outraged, patriots. I am thus deeply concerned that there are thousands of examples I have seen where Muslims cheer and gloat and endorse the most heinous and wicked of acts, sending me death threats, and I am deeply concerned that they are so quick to be so very racist and bigoted against white people and against people of other faiths. In 2021, in April, a religious studies teacher at Batley Grammar School was forced into hiding after showing a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad. He did this during a lesson. I don't know why he did, but he did. Protests began over free speech, and the teacher was forced into hiding. He faced targeted and designated campaigns of threats, intimidation, and abuse. That teacher, ladies and gentlemen, remains in hiding, suffering from PTSD. It doesn't add up, patriots, and it doesn't make any sense. I want everyone to decide, from the thousands of examples we have to hand, these Islamic problems, are they cultural or are they doctrinal? We must and will continue to ask Muslims to lead the fight against the Islamists and the Islamic extremists. They are not our problems, patriots, but for some reason, non-Muslims always pay the price for them. I believe there is a difference between Muslims and Islamists. Time, however, is running out for the moderates to fight back against their radical counterparts. Ladies and gentlemen, they say Allah Akbar, we say Christ is King and hallelujah. Saint Michael, defend us in battle, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Vans or purple tabards, can you please make sure we get them back, guys? purple armband and purple IVs, please make sure we get them back.
You have to edit it. Yes, we can restart it or edit it. A message for the pink.
Restart.
It's a message for the pink ladies. As a socially conservative, concerned citizen, Christian nationalist, I stand for our most vulnerable within society. Our disabled, our women, our girls and our unborn babies. So of course I stand with the pink ladies. I want to wish you all the very best. I'm a huge fan of groups, movements and pressure, think tanks and lobbying, but unfortunately if you want your country back, all of the activism, all of the pressure in groups, all the fundraising, all the accusations, all the organising, the full-time job that people giving up their time and effort, unpaid for, it has to result in political action. I say we're taking our country back. I say we're taking our country back. So everyone's going to have to pick a side. Everyone's going to have to pick a side. God bless the pink ladies. And let's get to work on mobilising more support for this sanctuary that's been created specifically for women, which I fully support and endorse.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Bless you. You're so welcome, man.
Thank you.
Do you need me for anything else? You have to you're allowed in. We know you.
And Islam has a massive problem with radicalisation and extremism. So my hand is extended and the message is clear. The peaceful moderate Muslims, where my hand is extended to, stop calling me a Nazi, stop calling me a fascist, stop calling me a racist. The tactics are despicable. Get your arms around the problem of radical Islam, because at the moment your silence is enabling the caliphate. Absolutely not. And good people like yourself, I didn't know that you were a Muslim, but it makes no difference to me whatsoever. I have no issue with my Arab brothers and sisters, my Saudi Muslims. There are different types. I've met lots of different types of people.
You're right, yeah.
I've met lots of different types of cultures and lots of different types of people. Collectively denounce radical Islam and accept my hand, which is extended, the deathly silence from the moderates. If this is their own volition, their own choice, this is problematic. If it's out of fear from reprisals from the community leaders and the imams, this is equally as problematic. But it's not gonna save them or stop the situation. So
yeah, can I just say, obviously, I know a lot of the Muslim community and the people from my own community. They have said that you're a racist. Can I just clarify, you're not a racist? I have spoken to you numerous times on the spaces, and I know you, Ben Walker, you guys are not racist. Your message is very clear that we have just heard right now. And me being here, like I said, I am showing you my support. There is a lot of problem within the Muslim community, but I think when I came to the UK, I'm an immigrant. When I came to the UK, I was getting away from the Muslim problem, because coming to the UK, I thought that this is a Christian country and I will not see the Muslim problem. But unfortunately, since I've been coming to the marches like this, since I've been started supporting you and the white people who talk about immigration and they need, well, the illegal immigration and the legal ones, well, if they're committing crimes, they need to be deported. You're absolutely right. So I have had death threats from the Muslim community, not from the white people like you, or the white people that they call racist or who want to deport me, but it's actually the Muslim community. They have threatened me. They have sent counter-terrorism police to my house telling me that I'm being radicalized by the far right. That's what they've said to me. I was arrested and I'm still under investigation by the police, you know, for being a racist towards my own community, to the Muslim community. So you are absolutely right. There is this behavior from the Muslims where they think if you don't agree with them, straight away they're your enemies. I had the death threats 2 days ago when you said we were going to Whitechapel, and I posted up a picture of you and me together, which I took previously, and I had death threats from the Muslim community, and they said to me, if you turn up to Whitechapel, see what we do to you. I don't live in England, but I went to the police with that, and the police said to me, we don't think that these threats are original or they might do something to you. So you're absolutely fine. So yes, you are right.
Well, they're half right, because these people that send these threats are such pussies. So look,
and that's all they can do.
They're just
But I'm here to support you. That's what I want.
I want to say thank you. And again, you got a real life example where, again, it really exhausts me. These aren't Catholic problems. They're not Anglican problems. They're Muslim, they're Islamic problems. And we don't care. Muslims, Hindu, Jew, Sikh, we don't care. But religious extremism, the rape genocide of Britain, Islamist terror attacks, This is enough on its own. Now imagine the lies and the deceit and the community leaders saying you can't do this and you can do that, and the silence. So you've got your egregious items on the smaller end of the spectrum, and then you've obviously got your rape, murder and terrorism at the large end of the spectrum. You combine the whole thing, people have had enough, and they're wise to it. It's not just about saying, well, hang on a minute, there's a lot of murder and rape and terrorism, and are these people inbred? Are they what? You look at the synagogue attack a few weeks ago. What I couldn't do that. I couldn't physically pick up a knife. It's street level. There were civilians. In war, that's different. But I couldn't do that.
With the innocent people.
Innocent people. Like, you can't. There's an inertia which stops you from doing it, be you Christian or atheist. So it's not just that. People in the British public are wise to the lies and the deceit, because the problem is that we know what the Islamic Caliphate looks like and sounds like. It's not just Muslims coming here for a better life, like in the 70s, that were more chilled out. The new generation, as you know, is radicalised, and again, that's social media. There's a plethora of reasons, but the problem is that there's deathly silence with regards to, again, the last couple of years, the marches. How about being best mates with communists?
Exactly.
This is problematic, guys. This is hugely problematic.
It does come down to the incompetency of the police, because, like I said, when they couldn't protect people like me, when I'm saying something that obviously we have to do, the police are literally nowhere to be seen. If anything, me saying what I'm saying, exactly what you are saying, is exactly the similar concerns that I've got being in the UK. Like you said, yes, Islamic problems are not the UK problem. Why do we bring it here? So when we say that, obviously you said that you got threats, I got threats, and then being put in prison for 15 hours. I've been here since 2008. I don't have as much as a speeding ticket. I have never seen a police station and they put me in a prison for 15 hours.
Citizen.
Exactly.
It's disgusting.
Exactly.
I mean, it's disgusting.
Thank you so much, Nick. I will shake your hand, my brother.
Well, mate.
Thank you very much. And I'll always be here supporting you guys.
Thank you, mate.
care.
God bless you.
I saw your hand. Great speech. Lovely to meet you again. I saw you at Epping. It's been a scrum. So
It's lovely to see you.
Thank you so much for being here.
That's no problem.
Thank you very much.
That's all right. Speak to you online. I've
Yeah, I
always
will
leaving
do.
my little
And I've got your email, don't worry.
Yeah, that's lovely. I've spoken to Ben already.
I just asked you one question.
One second.
That's it. I just wanted to say, that was a great speech, mate.
you,
Really enjoyed it. Good man.
Thank you, mate.
Nigel Farage. What would that be?
Come on, Nigel. Like, it's not personal. I started my campaign.
Right, so I didn't have a few questions keyed up, but no, I wasn't expecting to be able to talk to someone afterwards, but that's the way it is. Let's get round this side so we got the sun straight in the camera. I think it was overkill with the police. I cannot believe the amount of police there. It's incredible.
Oh my God!
There was a bit of a ruckus while the speech was going on. I did turn the camera around for a minute. They took them off down there with those blue flashing lights, so I don't know what happened. It only looked like a couple of people. Yeah. It's becoming a bit of a farce, actually, the police, how many they have for these marches. Absolute overkill. We saw it on the Tommy Robinson march. They actually made things very difficult. Most of the people couldn't get to where they wanted to go because the police stopping them. As I say, it's overkill.
At 31 years old, who knows where I'm going to be tomorrow. Nigel's 64 at the next general election. Benderby is the same age as Nigel, so 64. Rupert Lowe is 71. In the first past the post system, there is a queuing system to get into power. I will not hurt Britain. Nigel split the vote, and he is split the vote last summer, and then August.
Yeah, I just try to keep him in shot.
So Nigel has 4. Nigel has 4. He was also apparently last summer going to return a majority in the general election. He returned 4, and In Trafalgar Square last summer, he had 50,000 patriots run by the top table of influencers, all shouting reform. It wasn't enough. It didn't do the job. The Tories did better than reform. So it's simple. I will not hurt Britain. I will not hurt Britain. But I will also not let down my candidates. I will not let down the party. And yes, there is a queuing system to get into power in the first past the post system. But as far as I'm concerned, surely Nigel has one more shot. In terms of our crisis, Nigel has one more shot in 4 years' time. If he returns another 5, another 10, whatever, if he returns another 5, another 10, another 15, that's unacceptable. He's going for a majority. So you've got a resurgent Tory party, never say never. Everyone's saying it, the Tories, never again. Never say never. So Nigel has one more shot at this. We're going to do the unthinkable in 4 years' time. Certainly we are. But listen, it's a battle. We're fighting lots of different battles. Nigel and co and the Tories have one more shot to get their act together, because if they don't this time, whatever damage we do in 4 years' time, in 34, can you imagine the purple tidal wave? Because this country needs Christianity.
So is it fair to say that the long-term goal might be Nigel and co getting into power in 29, not fixing some of the problems that you guys see in society, and then that'll make it much more easy for you to win that argument?
So a long-term goal is different from... no, not here guys. Straight down. Straight down. What are you doing?
Flag down.
No, there's loads of pubs down here that aren't gay.
There's a reason he wants to go there.
There's a difference between outcomes. So let's suggest that. Oh wait a minute. Let's suggest that. Do you want to deal with that, mate? You might know where we are.
It's the wife. Blood's on the way.
Let's just say that Nigel's in line to the throne. We've already heard that last summer. It didn't happen. Let's just say that he's in line to the throne, and God wills it. Who am I to say anything if God wills it? We're going to do everything within our power. Stand 650 candidates, you name it. We're taking our country back. But let's just say, to your point, let's say that the Tories really do founder. Let's just say that happens, and all of their superstars, Suella, Bobby J, etc., they jump on reforms bandwagon, etc., etc., and then they do some sort of coalition, some sort of majority, etc. They've got 4 years. Once that happens, they've got 4 years, because we are going to be hot. So when you say, is it a strategy? We're taking the country back. Whether that's in 29 or whether that's in 34 remains to be seen. But I will not hurt Britain. My message is that of unity to other political parties. But they have one final shot. I mean, the Tories have one, and Nigel as well for that matter. One final shot.
What would be your message, because it's mainly American audience, what would be your message to Americans about what they should maybe take or try and learn from what's going on in Britain?
Oh wow. I mean, America, my message is just thank God. Thank God that you've got the country that you've got. You've got the Bible Belt and you've got guns. In Britain, we don't have those things, you know. We have fallen so far compared to our American brothers and sisters. You've got your own problems, and you're starting to see the Islamic Caliphate take over in Britain as well. In America as well. And it's the Politico and Religio spread. They take the institutions, they take the council spots, the mayor spots. I'm watching closely in New York as well what happens. In terms of learning, absolutely do not turn your backs on God. That's the learning message. America, I think, is in. I think most Brits are thinking they'd like to be in America, frankly. So America are ahead of us. But the message is, I know they won't, but whatever you do, don't turn your backs on God. Because when you turn your back on God, you don't have to be a mass murderer. You don't have to be a rapist or a psychopath. You can just be someone who adopts liberalism and secular worldviews, turns your back on God. But I'm still a good guy, right? I'm still a good guy. I'm still a Samaritan, etc., etc. No, you must. If you turn your back on God, God, we'll end up how we've ended up. And now we've got to get on our knees and repent, as I keep saying. We're taking our country back, but if we don't turn back to God, we will lose. I promise you, we will lose if we don't turn back to God. So my American brothers and sisters, put God and your faith first every single day.
Thank you very much for your time, mate. Appreciate it.
We've really not been able to find one pub. This is pub.
Agrees in God.
What's your message to our fellow men of Sussex who can't be bothered to get off their asses and protest?
Your apathy, indifference and weakness will be judged by God and have mercy on your soul. Because if you're not a father, right, that's fine. If you're not a dad, maybe you're not a brother, maybe you don't have any family. If you're a man in Britain right now and you're not doing your part, I have absolutely no words. No words. It's not disparaging, it's not nasty. We're taking our country back. Every single day, patriots are either getting sent to jail for being conservative, or invaders are getting off jail time after they've sexually assaulted someone, or another girl's been murdered because of an invader who shouldn't have even been in Britain in the first place, or the Islamic Caliphate gets some sort of victory, like, I don't know, an Islamist psychopath murders 2 Jews at a synagogue, and then the Home Secretary gives 10 million to the Islamic communities to protect mosques. You know, we're not angry enough. I'm furious. So the men, if you aren't acting now, Lee Rigby was 2013. 7-7. Hang on a minute, we're coming up to the 20-year anniversary. Ariana Grande, 17, 10-year anniversary.
Too comfortable and busy with their everyday lives.
There's no more red lines. The red lines have been done. If these people aren't doing something now, waving a flag, Operation Raise the Colours, join UKIP, stand to be a candidate, get active on social media, start a WhatsApp group in your local area. I can't not think of things that you can do. And as for football, if they're still active with their sports and hobbies, I know all about mental health, and I know how important hobbies are to a man. Oh, it's crucial. Make this your hobby. No excuses, make this your hobby. It's not a nice hobby, but we don't care. That's my message to those people who are still, whatever you want to call it, head in the sand.
At home scratching their arse.
Yeah, head in the sand, not my problem, don't want to know, I've got no time for it whatsoever.
Brilliant, thanks Nick.
Right, what's your heads, guys?
Well, everyone's moving on. Went into the pub there, and turns out it's a gay bar. So not ideal for a drink for this group. So we're moving down. We'll find another pub.
You're stopping for a bit. It's been out. Was it too busy? Not a pleasant pub. They just said, I forgot. Can you make space? It's like they've just lost a load of time. I saw the first pub you went into. Oh yeah. I didn't go in there. They let us in.
And this. Alright.
Where's the best pub? That's what we want to know.
So this is the crew, all looking for a boozer.
Be impartial, forget the impartial.
I'm going to leave them here, because I'm not paying London prices for beer. So, this is me, over and out. I'm going to find the closest tube station and make my way back. There's a nice little offie down the road from where I live, reasonable prices. I know it's a bit antisocial, but I've done my bit socialising for the day. That'll do. There you are. There's Nick in the middle there. Quite interesting. I've got his whole speech, more or less. I accidentally paused it for a second because the people were shuffling around so much. I must have pushed the wrong button, but I did manage to get it all in its entirety. I must admit, he broke my arms holding the camera that steady for that amount of time, but anything for you guys. I hope you enjoy watching it. This is Frank Veracity, over and out.